Advanced English Vocabulary, brought to you by English Phrases and Idioms Online. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. If you don't watch this video, your efforts to understand English words will completely and utterly fail. You may as well give up on ever becoming completely fluent in English if you aren't going to watch the rest of this. I hope you understood that I was just exaggerating. In fact, I was using what is called hyperbole. I could suggest that this video may be good to watch to understand the meaning of the English word hyperbole, but if I say you can't learn English without it, I'm overstating the matter greatly, to say the least. I'm making the video seem much more important and impressive than it actually is. And that is the meaning of hyperbole. Hyperbole is a noun meaning something written or spoken that makes something sound much more important, more impressive, more urgent, more dangerous, etc. than it really is. If I say, I'm the most talented guitar player to ever live, that is also hyperbole. The adjective form of hyperbole is hyperbolic. My statement at the beginning of this video was a hyperbolic statement. Although hyperbole can simply refer to any instance of gross exaggeration, in literature or creative works it is often a figure of speech or a literary device used to express humor or great emotion. A good way to think of hyperbole is, as vocabulary.com puts it, extravagant exaggeration. We use hyperbole all the time in English without even thinking about it, and in fact, without other people even noticing it. Hyperbole is a feature of idiomatic and colloquial language, and it's often used simply for effect. For example, I can't afford $1 bazillion for a new car. I'm on a tight budget. This box weighs a ton. I don't want to drive all that way. It's like 1,000,000 miles. This is literally the worst day of my life. Hyperbole is also a part of what we call a fish story in English. This is when someone claims to have caught a fish that was much larger than it really was. That fish weighed as much as I do, I tell ya. You'll find that all fish stories are, well, fish stories. But a fish story doesn't have to be about a fish. It has become an idiom that refers to any such hyperbolic story. Notes on pronunciation. The prefix hyper means above, beyond, or super. Hyperbole is pronounced differently than many other hyper words in English. Normally, the stress is on the first syllable or the third syllable, as in hyperlink, hyperventilate, or hypertension. Instead, the stress falls on the second syllable, hyperbole. Also, you'll notice that while B-O-L-E seems like it should be pronounced like the word bowl, it is pronounced bole. This pronunciation is similar to the original Greek word, which influenced the Latin word from which we derived the term. Amazingly, there was an Athenian politician named Hyperbolus during the 5th century BC. He was extremely prone to hyperbole and was constantly stoking the passions of the crowds he spoke to. But can you believe that he actually had nothing to do with the history of this word? Examples of how to use hyperbole in a sentence. I always thought that the hype about the genius of Steve Jobs was hyperbole. I've seen nothing to convince me otherwise. If we don't stop them now, they will destroy our democracy. This isn't mere hyperbole. This is a clear and present danger. They claimed that their ads were simple hyperbole and that no reasonable person would think that the claims were true. However, the FTC didn't buy this argument and made the company pay a huge fine and stop making the misleading and untrue claims. Some of the best jokes are based on hyperbole. The network is defending itself by saying that everybody knows that they rely on hyperbole to entertain their audience. One of my pet peeves is the oft-used hyperbolic statement, "It'll change your life."